YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Noel Blends. We are back at it again with another haircut tutorial. We are going to be doing a low taper on my boy, and I'm going to show you guys step by step what I do to achieve this type of look. Other than that, it's your boy Noel Blends, and let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to do is start off by clipping his hair. He is growing out his full hair now. He only had the top grown out, but he decided to start growing out the sides. But we're going to do like basically an undercut. Right here, I'm going in with my 1.5 guard, lever fully closed. We're going to take it all the way down, keeping the blade flat. Not really putting a lot of pressure. I still want to keep it sort of dark, a little bit dark. With these undercuts, I like to go short. I think that's when you get the crispiest lineups. Sometimes if you do it too, it's still going to curl up like the little baby hairs. They're going to come together and it's going to look kind of off. It's not as smooth as a 1.5. 1.5 guard, lever fully closed is the perfect length to get that, to achieve that nice crispy lineup. On the top, as you guys can see, we are gonna lay down his hair, come with the grain instead of going against it. I am gonna come against it, but just a little bit, not fully like short as the sides, just so he can keep that top a little bit more darker. So right here, I'm gonna come with the grain. You can see it was pretty bulky on top. We're just gonna come with the grain, just making sure everything's nice and laid down. I am gonna come against it a little bit, just at the very tips. I don't want to take it completely down to his sides. As you guys can see, his sides are more shorter than the top, just because if you do that, he's gonna look bald from the front. And to be honest, with these type of haircuts, you don't want it to look super bald in the front. The sides you can get away with it a little bit better. You guys can get a nice crispy lineup, it'll still pop out, but the top is more, I feel like it's more important to my clients whenever they ask for these type of undercuts. And right here, our first step, what you want to do, we're going to create our first initial bald guideline, and we're just going to take it down. These are my 0 gap trimmers, babyless. These are custom. I got them on the Babyless app like years ago, probably like 3 years ago, but they're still hitting. I do switch the blade at like one time a year, and they stay sharp. It's the Graphite 2.0 blade. It's probably the best blade I like for the lineups and everything. For taking down the hair, I've never had a problem with these blades. Right here, we're grabbing our Babyless shavers and we're taking it all the way down to skin. As you guys can see, we're going all the way to the top, just letting the shaver do its work, not really putting crazy pressure. That way it's not hard to take out that bottom line. Once you finish that, you want to come in with your half guard, lever fully closed, and create about a 1/2 inch guideline. You got to remember, we are working with a little bit of space, so just utilize your corners a little bit more. Do not put the blade completely flat, because you can push it up. This step is really important, so just utilize your corners and get that nice round motion going. That way it looks nice and consistent all the way throughout the blend. Remember to always brush the hair down, or whichever direction is going, making sure that any little hair is off. That way you don't try to detail hair that's already cut off. So next, what you want to do is grab your clippers. These are my Oster fast feeds. You can use your regular clippers. It doesn't have to be the Oster fast feeds. This is just preference. But you want to take out our first initial bald guideline we did, and now we're using our 0 gap trimmers to get any little hair that our clipper missed. Next, what you want to do is grab your 1.5 guard, lever fully closed, and create about another 1/2 inch guideline. Remember, utilize your corners a little bit more. It is a little difficult spot to blend, since it is such a tight space. Utilize your corners more, and remember, if you keep the blade flat, you can push it up, so be careful. As you guys can see, we're going against the grain. His hair right there tends to grow sideways. You want to go against it, that way you get any little hair and down to the 1.5 guard. Once you do that step, you want to jump to your 1 guard, back to your 1 guard, lever fully open, and copy the same thing we just did with the 1.5 guard, lever fully closed. But now it's with the 1 guard, lever fully open. And then we're going to start to sandwich the blend. Close it halfway, go a little bit underneath that. As you guys can see, I'm still using my corners, just because it's a tight space. If we had more space to work with, or he wanted a fade, we could keep the blade flat. Right here, we ended up closing it and attacking that initial ghost line. Remember, this is not going to take out the line completely, but it's setting everything up. That way we can come with our 1/2 guard, lever fully closed, and especially utilize our corners on this step right here, and just attack any little dark spot, that ghost line you see, and just go right on it and flick. So now basically right here what I'm doing is just detailing. This is just detailing work. Our blend's already done. Now we're gonna come in and just detail, play with our one guard, with our half guard, our no guard, and just attack any little dark spot. If it's not coming out, you keep jumping down to your next step that you, or your previous step that you did, and you just attack it open, halfway, closed. Pretty much that's all you got to do when detailing. But this right here is just steps of detailing basically. My main goal is to get you guys to fade really dope, really clean, the way you guys want to leave your blend super blurry. That's my main goal with this channel. It's of course to help you guys get better in every aspect as well, with shear cutting and beard trimmings, designs, everything. But my main goal is to get you guys to blend super clean and super blurry. That is basically my goal, to get you guys fading and making it easy, super easy for you guys. Because I feel like once you get the fading down, the rest of it will come naturally to you as well. Also, just take your time on these steps. Don't rush it. I promise you guys, if you guys learn these steps, you guys are going to be putting out some dope blends. Like I said, the rest of it will come. But once you guys get these steps down, how I see it, it's like sandpaper. Blending is like when you sand stuff down. You can flick a lot and stuff and do all that. And don't get me wrong, you can get a nice blend with that. But whenever you get that motion, like where you're sanding down the hair, your blends are just gonna take off through the roof. As you guys can see, we did add a little bit of hairspray just to lock in his hairs. You do not want to push him back super high, none of that. Just push him back a little bit if you have to, just to get a nice clean lineup, but as natural as possible. We are going to be adding a little bit of enhancements as well. A lot of times you guys ask me what enhancements I use. It's just Kiss Express and aftershave. That's all it is. It's nothing crazy, nothing special. Don't make it harder than what it is. It's just mix it up. And if your gun shoots, or your air compressor, if it shoots good out of it, that's gonna be the right mixture for it. Now for my lineups, I go ahead and do one side first. You don't have to do it like this. This is preference. I like to go and do it as I'm fading around or doing the tapers. I'll do one side first. You don't have to do it like that. It's really just preference. If you guys are comfortable with doing it at the end, then that's totally fine as well. Right here, what I'm doing, I'm getting my taper comb and my thinning shears, and I'm just getting any little dark spot that I couldn't get with my clipper. It's just a lot of detailing with these type of undercuts. You can get the enhancements on Amazon. This is where I order mine. Amazon, I get the Kiss from Amazon. The white barber pencil, everything's from Amazon. It's listed down below. That way you guys can check them out and order it for yourself. As you guys can see, I'm just touching it back up with my trimmers, my zero gap trimmers, just to blend it in some. And then I come in with my little brush and I just blend the rest of it in. That way it's not super heavy on the white. And you just want to be patient with this, like when doing the lineups. Just details really matter if you guys are trying to get a nice crispy lineup. Right here, I'm still detailing. I still see little dark spots. This hair was difficult, but like I said, guys, just take your time, step back, look at your haircuts, look in the mirror. You'll be able to see stuff that you can't see with your eyes. So right here, I'm just showing you guys the other side. I did taper out his back, but his back really, we couldn't really get it super clean because he wants to grow it out still. He wanted like a low taper, but I'm gonna show you guys right here. So just in case you guys forgot how my client came in, this was the before. He wanted to get cleaned up, and this is what I came up with. I think the cut came out super dope, super clean. As you guys can see, it's a low taper, crispy lineup. He is growing out his size, like I said, but we got him cleaned up. As you guys can see, it came out super dope. If you guys learned something off this haircut, this tutorial, leave a comment down below, like, share, hit that notification bell. That way you guys get alerted every time I drop a new video. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and Noel Blends. And DM me on Instagram if you guys have any questions, or leave a comment. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Other than that, it's your boy Noel Blends, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.